What is up? It is another episode of Dynasty Pylon here on Tuesday night. We're going to talk about a little IDP. That's individual defensive players. If you're not familiar with what that is, basically individual defensive players rather than the whole defenses. I know majority of us do redrafts and whatnot, but I, for one, have never looked back ever since we started doing individual defensive players, especially in Dynasty Leagues. If you're still carrying whole defenses in your dynasties, you either got rid of them already, or you're I don't know. I just can't understand having the same defense year after year. What's up, Den boys? How you be, man? I'm just look. I'm finally doing an IDP show. I know I did this last year. I have not been able to do it since then. School has been busy, and Tuesdays have been busy. I'm trying to do the IDP waiver on Tuesdays, and last year I did almost 5 at each position. I'm going to start lightly with 3, and then do some honorable mentions, stuff like that. But I will try and get to it. I know it's a little different on Tuesdays. Tuesdays hit me hard this year. So but yeah, no, either way, we'll talk about it. IDP, we'll talk about a little offense. If I get offensive questions, we'll do offense. I mean, we're not just defense, but our main shout out I want to say is Frankie Luvo out of North Carolina, the Panthers. This dude is just a beast right now. I'm liking what we have, or what he's got going on over there. So let me see if I can bring up his stats. But I'm dude, the dude's a killer. I was trying to go on last week and mention his name, just because of how good he really is. Let me see if I could bring up his. Let me get rid of this. I'm running out of overlay space. Yeah. Let's get rid of that one. I don't need this one. Okay, here we go. So this last Sunday against the Cardinals, this guy had a game. This is according to what we run. There are different point standards in whatever league you decide to do. In some leagues, this guy's probably scoring 40 points or something like that. I don't know. To me, that's really high. But I mean, again, for a linebacker, it's a defense. I mean, I reduce it to have a lighter version, maybe RB2, wide receiver 2 type status. So 22 points, not too bad. Only got himself 6 solo tackles, a tackle for loss, 5 assist tackles, a pass deflection, and the INT yards is what's different. That's the differences that I do from my leagues compared to the regular leagues. But yeah, he got himself an interception and he took it back to the house. So then, boys, I know you're familiar with what we do. If you had Kyler Murray and he threw that pick, and that's a deduction of 6 points, 2 for the interception and 4 taking it to the house. Unless they had Frankie Luvo, which I highly doubt, on the opposite side, maybe that pick probably turned into even out, because then the 6 points would just, justify itself on top of the 2 points, the 0.1, the 1, the half, the 1.25, and the 1. So an extra. So IDP isn't really that bad. I mean, typically when you're doing whole defenses, you don't want to put your quarterback against your own defense. You're like, you just don't want to put your own guys against your own defense, because if that guy just pops off, your defense is gonna suck. I, for one, I've been doing this for years. I like to have 2 defenses. I know a lot of people are like, oh, why? That's another roster span. I'm like, I disagree. I feel like in a redraft league, I'll go 2 QBs, 4 running backs, 4 receivers, a tight end, a kicker, and 2 defenses. That's average about 15 slots. So I look at matchups a lot, and depending on who they face and what they do, that's what I do. So 36.65 and 1. Yeah, see, And for me, that's okay. Like in other leagues, but I don't know, man. Like for me, that's like QB stats, man. Um, I don't know. I just feel like it's really high, but that's just you know again, depending on how the league we decided as a whole to keep it the way we like it, we might actually up it. So we're gonna up the quarterback hits and the pass deflections a little bit higher. I think everything's probably gonna go up a half a point, so it'll increase. But I know a lot of leagues don't do interception or not interception yards, but oh yeah, some leagues don't actually do interception yards. Some leagues don't actually do sack yards. We do. That's where our money makers were at with the sack yards. Oh, turn that off. But yeah, so I don't know. It depends. Um, yeah, he got me more than Russ in that one. Yeah, see, in and for me, it's like Russ as a QB. I was saying that Russ might pop off this week. Um, just because the Raiders defense is atrocious right now. They're really bad. Um, you know what? Hold on. Let me do this real quick. I think I forgot to do some tags in here. I did. I did. Yeah, let's change that real quick. Bear with me real quick. I think you're the only you're the only one in here. Let me do this real quick. I am not getting any traffic because I haven't done any tags on here. And people are going to be searching. They're not going to be searching this specific channel. So let me do this real quick. Um, let me add the tags in here. All right, help me out, dude. If you want, it's up to you. I will add some tags in here. Let's see. Frankie Luvo. NFC South. Carolina Panthers. Let's see. Carolina Panthers. Let's see. What else can I put in here? IDP Leagues. IDP Leagues. Let's see. What else can I add for tags? When you search this, what are people going to look for? Cardinals? I don't know. They did place the Cardinals. Let's put that. Let's put leagues in there. Fantasy football obviously is one of them. And this is I forgot to do this. Usually I do this when I'm just before we go live. This is something I messed up on. Because right now you're the only one in here. Usually I have about 4 or 5 people in here. So let's see, fantasy football, dynasty, football. Another tag people look for. Dynasty football. Let's see here. I got Frankie Louisville, NFC South, Carolina Panthers, IDP Leagues, fantasy football, dynasty football. What else can I put in here, man? NFL. Okay, NFL. Oh, week 5 waiver wire, right? Wow. Week 5 waiver wire is probably the one where it's going to draw more attention. Yeah, my bad, dude. Week 5 waiver wire. What else can I add? Week 5 waiver wire. Week 5. IDP waiver wire. Let's do that for now. Damn. I didn't think about this before. And I was like chilling here. I was chilling watching the Bears guys this entire time. I didn't even think about my tags to put in my show. There you go. So now we got someone else. I'm trying to figure out what tags I could put in here to get. I forgot to put the tags in here. But yeah, no, we're gonna cover the waiver wire for IDP leagues. I will do offense if I need to. Let's see. Defensive linemen. Let's do linebackers. On keyboard. Linebackers, defensive backs. Oh, and defensive line. Should be right. That should probably do some justice there. D line. Yeah, we'll leave that for that. Save that. Maybe that'll help out a little bit. All right, okay. My bad. My bad. Now we got that going. Okay, I can figure that out. And then see one thing about when you create these, and I know then boys, you're gonna start doing this here soon. Um, this is something I just learned. Be sure you go back into your YouTube channel just before you go live. For some reason, the default always categorizes it to entertainment rather than sports. So you got to go in and do it sports. I just learned this not too long ago, which is crazy because we're just hitting 200. And then you got to add tags. So you know Tank. Tank's our producer. He's the man. By the way, shout out to Tank. It's his birthday today. Happy birthday, brother. I know you're probably fighting the sleep right now because Lucas is being a little dickhead. He's his newborn, just not letting him sleep. So, but yeah, all right, there we go. Got some tags in there. See if that helps. I don't know, but anyways, let me put that back over here. Here we go. All right, so let me start with the less of the popular plays or playmakers, I should say. I start with the big boys, defensive line. Yeah, happy birthday, Tank. We'll leave that up. We'll leave it up for now, and then we'll start with the big guys, the big fellows, the main line. Like if you don't have a good lineman, kind of sucks because then they're just gonna get you like only bare minimum points. But here's who's like I said, I'm only doing 3 today. Next week I'll try and do 5 like I normally used to do last year, but right now I'll do 3. So right now I have Rashawn Gary, Jermaine Johnson, and Odafe Owe. I know Jermaine Johnson is probably like, why? His snap percentage went up. Well, not a whole lot, but it went consistent to a 35%, and he's a rookie. So I'm thinking that the Jets are going to be on defense a lot. I think his uptake are going to get, and there's no specific order on what I did this. I just kind of, these are what I think what's going to happen. Obviously you saw a tackle for loss, a sack, a quarterback hit, an assist, and 3 solos. For being only on the field for 34% of the time on 22 of those snaps, not bad. So I think as the season progresses, and I remember being boys, I mentioned this guy would probably do good. I remember drafting him in one of our leagues. But the fact that because it's a guillotine league, I needed points now. This is one of the guys I'm going to monitor. I'm going to monitor as the season goes. This is keep an eye on him. I think that the moment he starts hitting plus 5, 6, 7 tackles and gets about 2 sacks, I think that, and then the percentage when I start seeing this, I think I'm going to go after him. The moment he starts hitting about 50%, I think I'm going to go grab him. Just because I think the 50% is basically he's half of the time he's on the field. So meaning if he starts taking over, and which is cool about sleepers, you can put him at linebacker or defensive line if you need that flexibility. So Jermaine Johnson is kind of like one on my radar right now. Obviously Rashad Gary from Green Bay, 74% snaps, 4 solo tackles, 3 assists, tackle for loss, 2 sacks, 2 quarterback kicks, and a fumble and a fumble recovery. Obviously, this guy is another one of my guys that I think that is very valuable when it comes to D line. He plays that edge runner, so he has that flexibility at linebacker /DL. One of those guys you want to kind of look at on your IDP leagues. Again, if you're not familiar with IDP, I know there's only we'll see if anybody else answers I put a poll up. And again, what's up, Derby? Happy birthday, Tank. You definitely getting poop paper for your birthday. Maybe another shot, making another baby. Hey, we'll we'll hold off on that one. But hey, you signed up for day one, buddy. Happy birthday, brother. Yeah, shout out to Tank. He should be in here, but I'll put these comments back up if he jumps in. I don't know if the Chicago guys are still going. They're still going right now, right? Let me check if they're still going. But if they're still going, he's probably over there moderating them because I was moderating them, just to make sure everything's going smoothly, ham and cheesy over there. So I think they're done. Yeah, they're done. Okay, all right. So I don't know if they sent them over here. Doesn't seem like they did. Oh well, it's all good. So if Tank comes in again, I'll put these back up. How pretty, because I think once you join YouTube, you can't see the previous comments. I'm not too sure about that. But yeah. So, anyways, and then another one who I've always liked since last year at Off AOA, plays that edge runner, 95% of snaps, 6 solos, assist, tackle for loss, got himself a sack, 2 QB hits, could have been a sack, which would have been kind of nice, and a forced fumble, which is always nice. So this guy's definitely involved, 95% of snaps, and then 61% of those were snaps. So I mean, it seems like the Ravens are on defense a lot. I mean, 61 snaps, that's so far like one of the highest ones I have. I don't think it is the highest defense that's actually out there on defense, but I had to drop Javon. Yeah, well, yeah, everybody did. So it's sad. It sucks. So basically he got what J.K. Dobbins got last year. Unfortunately, J.K. Dobbins did it earlier in the season before the season started. So I don't know. And again, it depends on how well he's going to recover. We don't know if he's going to be ready for week 1 next season. It wouldn't surprise me if Javonte Williams is going to be ready by next season, week 6. Again, depending on how well he heals. But it's tragic because I think that this year was going to be his years to pop off. You can see that Gordon was kind of obviously, like, he fumbled 4 times, so which would have been great for Javonte Williams to start taking over that backfield. Then unfortunately that happened. So dynasty rosters, keep them unless you're contending and you feel like maybe you need a push and maybe someone who's not contending, you could probably trade him off for someone who's not contending. They know their season's in the hole. They're 0-4. Maybe they're giving up already, and they decide, I'll give you Javonte Williams for a couple of for one of your veteran guys and help yourself push through the playoffs. But dynasty, I don't think that's a redraft trade. I mean, obviously redrafts, you're going to drop them. So, and my entire bench is pretty much effed. I mean, not necessarily. Not really, dude. I've seen your roster. You should be okay. Unless you've made some recent moves that we don't know about. But I can't remember everyone on your bench right now, but I think you're right? We'll see. Just hit up us on Discord or something. All right, so going from D line to the DBs, and then we'll ended up with the defensive with the linebackers, obviously everyone's favorite crew. Linebackers obviously get yourself some points. So Von Bell surprisingly is still available in leagues. I figured this guy would have been drafted. Yeah, he's there. He's one of the best, DBs Cincinnati has. So I'm surprised he's available in some leagues. I was like, oh, okay, this guy's available in 3%. I was like, oh, I mean, and that's kind of high when it comes to IDP. Usually the numbers are a little lower because they either go off of Yahoo or Sleeper app or whatnot. So it depends on where you're at on that. A lot of guys, they typically use Yahoo because it's more the bigger, more easier format. But I like using Sleeper. So, but yeah, 64% of 64 snaps on offense, which is hundreds. Like, this guy was out there all the time. So I did say what would I say? Rafael at 61. That's pretty high. I mean, look at Dallas is 74 snaps. That's a lot. That's a Donovan Wilson. So that's a lot of snap. What is up, Kadani, man? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I had some times. I finished up my homework. I have homework still. I have a project later on. College kind of gave me a little easy week this week, so I'm here on Tuesday doing a individual defensive player waiver wire. Because offense you could find literally everywhere. So I'm gonna do the other side of the ball. For those who do IDP, but no, man, I appreciate it. How's work? How's life? Hope you're doing good. I mean, glad you're stopping by. So obviously you're safe, so that's good. All right, so you got Burrow, Chubb, Jamal Williams, Dortch, Wilson, Waller, Gibson, McPherson, Packers is what I have at the moment starting. I don't see anything bad with this. Dortch is still going to be that slot receiver, even with D-Hop coming back in the next 2 weeks. I don't think D-Hop's going to be all that, to be honest, when he gets back. People are going to expect great things. People are trading off Marquise Brown, which I think is a bad move. I don't think you should trade Marquise Brown. There was a comment in the Nerd Huddle show today, just before I went live. Someone mentioned, and that's why I wish they would have sent him over my way, but they didn't. There was an individual that said they had Marquise Brown now, and they were waiting for D-Hop, and they were thinking about trading one of them off. And the guy said to trade off Marquise. I'm like, I don't think you should. I think right now you could try and trade off D-Hop for the name value because people expect great things. But honestly, I think D-Hop is a new Julio Jones, man. I really do. There's a certain age these receivers get to, and I understand he was on enhanced performance, but when he gets back, he's not gonna be on those. I mean, he was still getting banked up even with them. I mean, I'm out on D-Hop. If he balls out this season, then we'll just rewind to this and embarrass myself, I guess. But I'm all out on him. Marquise Brown is going to be the new number one, I think, in my opinion, because most of the traction is going to go to D-Hop. So therefore, it's going to open it up for Marquise Brown and maybe even Dortch. And I wouldn't be surprised if Zach Ertz becomes the tight end number one a couple of these weeks. All right, so you have Allen, Dotson, Jones, Everett, St. Brown, and Javonte Williams. Well, Javonte Williams, you let go already. So would be my bench tonight. Tomorrow I should be picking up Judy and Pickett for free space and Zay Jones. Yeah, no, I think that's fine. I think you're good there. I don't think you're effed, man. I don't think you're effed. I think you're like you've been overreacting all season, in my opinion, Derby. What's your record, by the way? If you're 0-4, then yeah, maybe, but there's no way you're 0-4. There's no way. Boyd is a free agent. I wouldn't mind Boyd. He's on a high-powered offense. Considering that Cincinnati just balls out, they use everything and they have 2-2. It's not bad. It's not bad. I'd be fine with that. I think it's your QB issue, which I think they'll fix here in a bit. Ooh, excuse me. But yeah, no, Boyd should be fine. Boyd should be fine because you can match him up with Burrow. You should have dropped Dotson. No, don't drop Dotson. For Boyd? Is that Julio Jones? I thought we said to get rid of him. I wouldn't get rid of Julio Jones. Yeah, he's hurt, but he's gonna come back. Get rid of Julio Jones. The dude can't do anything when he's healthy. I'm no. That's just me. I don't like Jones. Julio Jones is out. He's done. Dotson's hurt. Yeah. Oh well. He'll come back. They all get hurt. They all get hurt. He'll come back. You have like 50 other receivers to deal with. No, Zay Jones, Jack. Yeah, I know. Zay Jones. My bad. Boyd. Javonte Williams. You're gonna get Judy Pickett. You're keeping St. Brown. Everett, you're keeping. I would be putting Everett over Waller right now. I don't think Waller's scoring you higher points than Everett, is he? I don't have either of them, but I'm pretty sure Everett is doing a lot better than Waller right now. Chubb, Williams, Dortch. And you have also Garrett Wilson. I don't think you really need. It would be nice. I would do Zay. Yeah, I think you're right. I just don't want to drop Dotson. He's the number one when healthy. Clearly, he's established that. I dropped Pickett just because I'm curious if he'll get better over the season. Yeah, but now, yeah. Kenny Pickett. Someone's gonna grab Kenny Pickett though. I don't think Kenny Pickett makes it the week, dude. I honestly think he's gonna get claimed. Quarterback right now is scarce. It's really crazy. This kind of reminds me of a situation 2 years ago when all the quarterbacks were getting hurt. Almost 11 starting quarterbacks that 2 years ago were pretty much getting hurt. So Pickett's gonna get cut, or Pickett's gonna start, dude. They already made the transition. I think they're gonna make the transition here quick too. Yeah. So why have Wall? Yeah. I don't have either, but I'm pretty like I said, I'm pretty sure Everett's doing better than Waller. So, I grabbed Amari. He was a free agent. Okay, all right. The last performance of Jamal Agnew has got me kind of weird about Jacksonville. The T-Law is a great quarterback, and what they did this game, kind of the last two games, honestly, what they did to the Chargers and what T-Law is doing, he's just spreading the ball. I'd be okay with getting Boyd and dropping Zay Jones because you already have Burrow. And then if it comes down to it, you have to put Boyd in. That's the case. I mean, the Jags are spreading the ball. They're playing legit football. They're doing what they got to do to win. So, like I said, T-Law is that great. But yeah. Anyways, let me know what you do on Discord and let me know, because waiver wires are tonight. All right. So where was I? Von Bell, obviously, 4 solos, 2 pass deflections, and 2 INTs. Very nice. I'm surprised he was even popping up on people's waiver wires. 3% is kind of high considering IDP. Donovan Wilson is definitely 14% is it's pretty much almost 100. When they reach about 15% on an IDP type waiver wire, that's pretty much at 100. He's out there. 74%, 74 snaps is pretty much every snap they're doing, and it makes sense why, because the Cowboys are going to be on defense a lot. I'm not hating what the Cowboys are doing right now. And I'm not saying I'm a fan. Well, I mean, I'm a fan of what they're doing. I like watching them because Cooper Rush has proved a lot of us wrong right now, and he's making it happen. And I just lost 2 viewers because of that. Look, they're doing what they can to win, man. It's crazy to say this. I don't think he's that great, but he's making it happen. Here's what's happening. He's throwing 180 yards with a touchdown. And then give it to Pollard, give it to Pollard, give it to Zeke, give it to Zeke, give it back to Pollard, give it back to Zeke. Throw another 20 yards. Here you go, CD. I don't know. Whatever philosophy they're doing, it's working. And then they flip it to defense, and then Micah Parsons does his thing, and Donovan Wilson does his thing. Trayvon Diggs does his thing. They're getting it done. They're winning games. It's amazing. I honestly thought that the season was going to be like, oh yeah, they're done. They're done for. And what I'm loving even more is that they're not going to rush Dak back. I mean, obviously today they were like, oh yeah, he's healing, but we're not gonna bring him back. Like, why should they? If the system is working now, then keep it. They're playing smart football is what it is. For fantasy, it's going to be a little, it kind of sucks, but it's not the greatest. But they're doing what happens, and I'm excited for them. I'm glad. I'm glad what they're doing, man. I really am. So Donovan Wilson's part of that defense, and yes, 74 snaps is a lot. Get yourself some Donovan Wilson if you need a DB, a solo tackles, an assist, and a quarterback hit. That quarterback hit kind of tells me that they're putting him in the box, which excites me. I love when defensive backs get box plays, because that means at some point or another they're gonna get a sack or a tackle for loss or something, and that's more points for us. Again, that I love that. So, all right, so let's see what else. Keep the Hanson. I'll be fine. Picked up Judy's. Oh, yeah. And then Dallas is killing it for sure. Yeah. I'm not expecting them to win anything. I wouldn't say that. I don't think they're gonna win over Eagles. Eagles are just fire right now. They're just too good right now. I don't think they're gonna. Yeah, well, we'll see. The defense is definitely, yeah, it is, and that's what's keeping them alive. So keep an eye on Jaren Warren backup. Honestly, he's already a stash. He was probably a waiver pickup week 1 or 2, to be honest. Because they used him a lot. So yeah, no, he's probably a stash but if you don't need him right now, he's not really. I wouldn't, honestly, I would stay away from that backfield, to be honest. Like, honestly, if I'm a Najee owner, I'd be hating life right now because he's not producing much. I think right now Najee is like ranked 24th or something right now. And for the people that took him in the first round, they are not happy. I don't like that at all right now. I'm not part of that Najee train right now. Nope. I'm sorry, I'm out, but it's just not happening. If you get Jalen Warren, that's going to be the same thing. That is a desperate move, is what that is. Yeah, I agree. 100%. But we'll see. So, I'm starting Wilson in the IDP league. I'm in right now over Chin. Well, I mean, okay, even over Chin. Yeah, and Chin finally did something last week, and then he got hurt. I was like, oh my gosh! Like, finally, we're getting what we want out of Chin. And Panthers defense is just, there's a lot of talent there, and the problem is they eat each other's tackles and assist tackles. There's a lot of assist tackles. But yeah, their IDP players are yes, they are 100%. So just grab yourself a Cowboy and throw him on your lineup, at least the main guys. So yeah. And then Jaquan Brisker, my third guy, Chicago, 65 snaps. I mean, I'm a big firm believer if production or opportunity is key, and if he's out there 65 snaps, you get yourself opportunities. And why is he on my IDP waiver? Because the dude got himself a sack, which means, and I just mentioned this too, I love DBs that are in the box, because once they're in the box, they get themselves sacks. Got himself a tackle for loss. Got himself a QB hit, and that's probably all in the one play assist, and then the solo tackles. No pass deflections though, and that's probably because they didn't throw his way out deep. But I don't know. There it is. They put him in the box. Exactly what you want for your DBs. And I was talking about Pitt's IDPs. Yeah, because they're yeah. Okay. Well, no, yeah. I agree. I also agree. Both the Cowboys and Pittsburgh. Because they're on freaking defense a lot. And there goes my freaking camera. Again. Why? Why do you do this to me? Why do you do this? Every single time I go by myself, it always does this to me. When I'm with Mark, this doesn't happen. Yeah, so yeah, either I like Cowboys defensive IDPs and also Pittsburgh. Why? Because they're out there a lot. Their offense isn't really making it happen to the best of their ability. It's a struggle. They're doing it, but it's a struggle, which means defense is out there, more opportunities for them. So the D line is amazing. Yeah, it's kind of banged up though right now. I think Hayward had some issues. I think he'll be fine, but I think it was a little banged up. That's it. Yeah, no, it's all bad. All right, so let's talk about the meat, the bread, the main cheese of all our IDP weapons, the linebackers. And that is the linebackers. I have, again, no reason on why I have these guys in no specific order. Obviously, Frankie Luvo is going to be the main guy. Obviously, I showcased him. He's the biggest guy. Waiver. If you don't, I like last week I was going to talk about him again. It sucks I wasn't here last week, and the week before that I was just so damn busy with school. Frankie Luvo was actually on my radar weeks ago. The problem is I had stellar linebackers already, and I didn't want to pick them up. Which I guess I should have, but like I would start him over like Logan Wilson, man. This guy's legit. This guy's everywhere. This guy is just become the main guy back there, and Logan Wilson's good. He's up there with Cody Martin and he's the linebacker one right now, guys. So get yourself Frankie Luvo if he's there. Micah Parsons, he's beating him out. He's beating him every. He's just all over the place, and that's because he's out there 100% of the time. And this was just off week 4, 70 snaps against Cardinals. So 6 solos, 5 assists, 1 pass section, IDP, and then took that to the house. And a tackle for loss. So obviously, if you have interception yards in your IDP leagues, it's just the way it is. I picked him up in 3 leagues 2 weeks ago. Yeah, and that's roughly around the time people shouldn't have grabbed him. If he's still there, he shouldn't be. He really shouldn't be. But if he's still there, he's a must. So definitely get yourself some Luvo. All right. My other guys is Zaire Franklin out of Indy. Shaq Leonard got himself a concussion, broke his nose, whatnot. So Franklin has been stepping up in while he's gone. And then Shaq came back and then got injured again. So we don't know if he's going to be back this week. So Franklin is still the main guy there. He was there for 100% of the snaps, put himself at 8 solos and 7 assists. The dude is all over the place. 8 tackles is pretty good, meaning you're pretty much involved in every defensive play that's there. So yeah, get yourself some Zaire. So I mean, he's going to be the main guy there. Even when Shaq gets back, I don't think they're going to bench him. He's basically doing everything they've asked him to do, as taking over that heart of the defense. So Franklin's going to be great. And then Drew got. Then you have Drew Tranquil, out of the Chargers. They're doing great. Every single piece out of this Chargers defense is they're doing good. 6 solos, 5 assists, and a QB hit. You can't ask for any more than that. He's at 100% snap counts, and it's just the way it is. So look, these guys are definitely, you know, again, people you want. Again, that's defense. That's my 3 defensive linemen you want to get. Jermaine Johnson is kind of a keep an eye on. I'm not saying go get him now. If you want to, if you have the roster space and you think that maybe you have a lineman that's gonna, like, if you have 1 lineman slot rather than 2 or 3, Jermaine Johnson might be. I think this guy's gonna get higher snaps. It wouldn't surprise me if he takes over. But that's just a prediction right now. So we'll see how the season goes. And then again the DBs, Donovan Wilson is probably my number 1 right now, and then obviously Franco Luva. But all 3 of these linebackers are going to be definitely in your lineups the next couple weeks. I think they're going to be really great. And Michael Walker, yeah, he's also good at too. And here's what I think I mentioned this a couple weeks ago on our Wednesday show is, or maybe before the season started, actually. Fuase Aluakon is no longer there. Someone had to step up. It was either Lorenzo Carter or Michael Walker. The guy's a second year. They drafted him in the 4th round, either last year or 2 years ago. I can't remember. But he's there now, and he's making it done. He's making it happen. Jones has been pretty much injured. So Michael Walker is pretty much like got the green dot for this defensive line. So he's pretty much taking over, and he's doing what he has to do, and he's getting it done. They're out there on plenty of plays. So it is what it is. All right. But yeah, that's it. I mean, I don't really have. It wasn't anything fancy. I know a lot of people don't do IDP, but it is for those who do IDP. That's what I'm doing for the next couple of weeks, Tuesdays. I really hope this is not the only IDP one I do, because I like coming in here to talk about defense. Defense is where it's at. It really is. You shouldn't be using old defenses. It's no. Just stop. It's not fun. It really isn't. It's like, oh yeah, I got the old defense. I'm like, well, do you even know who produced that for you? No. Do you even know the DB that did that for you? No. Do you even know the linebackers on your defense? No. Yeah, that sucks. Give these guys some love. Do individual defense. It's a lot more fun because there's kind of a secret stack. You could do your running back against your linebackers. Every single time your running back breaks that threshold of the line, they might run into your linebackers. That's double points. Your receivers that go deep into your for a deep ball, like 20, 30 yards plus, and your safety's back there, they make the tackle on your receiver. It's double points. Just key things like that. Linebackers and tight ends. Linebackers and running backs. DBs and tight ends. It's just secret stashes. Or secret, I would say, stacks. Because obviously we know the stack with the QB and the receiver, QB with the tight end, QB with the running back. You got that stack. But IDP is a little bit different. And plus the interception isn't too much accounted for towards your quarterback. Yeah, if you're playing Dynasty, I strongly suggest doing IDP. Like, it's just yeah, I don't know. I can't myself do a Dynasty league with whole defenses. I've seen some where they just don't even have it. And it makes sense. Like, why? Because you're just gonna hold this whole entire defense for the rest of the season. It's just weird. Just go IDP. I mean, for reasons like this. My man here, Frankie Luvo, at and these are low scorage points. He got himself 22 points. That's probably more than what most of these running backs got this week, unless your name is like Miles Sanders, because that dude went off this week. But look, IDP is like this is our league, week 4. Frankie Luvo got himself 22 and a half points. So, and that's a low scoring system. So, a lot of leagues have 2 points for solos, tackle for losses a little bit more. Some don't even do INT yards or sack yards. We do. So play with it. Give it a whirl. Try it. Again, it's just something to exercise the idea rather than getting rid of the entire defenses. Start off with linebackers. Maybe start off with one of each position: a linebacker, defensive line, DB, and a flex. Start off with 4, something like that. Yeah, it did. Hufanga out of San Francisco did amazing. Changed the outcome of the Guillotine League. Yeah, it did. It really did. And that's what makes IDP way fun. We had an individual in our Guillotine League who was down almost like 20, 30 points. Actually, let me see if I can pull it up. I'll show you exactly what just happened for those 3 viewers that are watching. I'll show you what makes Guillotine so great. Let's go to the league, week 3, and this one right here. Was it Josh? No, it was not Josh. It was Rome. Rome. Big Rome, where you're at. There you go. Hold on. That wasn't it. Week 3, week 4. Dumb. Week 4, sorry. So they eliminated this guy, so there's the name's no longer there. But they eliminated a team out of the Guillotine League. And if you're not sure what Guillotine is basically what is this? They changed it. Sorry, this is new. StreamYard has a share, and they used to just make it so easy. Now it's like a little, they titled it differently. Huh. Present, extra camera, file, presentation screen. That's weird. I haven't seen that before. Sorry, guys. All right, so here we go. This is what I was talking about here. All right, so they're no longer here. They were winning 74-36, something like that. It was a lower scoring. Obviously, they had Matt Stafford against Tua. Stafford is at 1.8. Why? Because he had threw his interception, and then in our league, he got sacked 7 times, which means a negative 3.5 points. Then he threw a pick 6, which is a negative 4. And then the 2 because of the interception, so that's 6 points out away from his 1 touchdown that he had. Did he even have a touchdown? He didn't even have a touchdown. -1 for the fumble, -1 for the fumble loss. So, yeah, Tua did better than Stafford. All right, so here it is. Where we at? DBs. Did he have an IDP? Yep, there it is. So 17.7. 3 solo tackles, 1 assist, a pass deflection, 52 INT yards. So the interception got him 5.2 yards. And then the interception was 2 points, and then the touchdown was 6. Totally flipped it by 17 points. I think he had himself only a few players Monday night. He had, let's see, who did he have? Or maybe he was actually lower than that. But it was a big flop. Did he have any Rams players? Is that what it is? No Rams players. I don't know. By Sunday night, we were basically saying goodbye to him. Thanks for playing. He actually said goodbye. Have fun. Blah blah blah. Good playing with you guys. Oh hey, how am I still alive in this league? I don't know, man. I don't even know how half of us are still alive. But yeah, it's them boys actually giving you happy birthday, and then Derpy as well. A lot of us are still surprised on how we're still alive. But it is Big Rome from Fantasy, the Filthy Fantasy Podcast. He was pretty much giving out his pieces and deuces. He's done. I'm out skis. But yeah. So that was that was his only player basically. Yeah. But let me see if I can actually hold on. So there's that. So 75.58. That is brutal, my guy. That is brutal. Oh man, like we were like saying goodbye to him already. He was checked out, man. Yeah, they just come back. Let's see. Here he goes. Let's just read what he said. Situation like this tough. We're all saying I'll miss you. We're all giving him cheers. We're all crying. It's been an honor playing with you, fine gentlemen. Hear my words. Don't claim Jonathan Taylor. He's cursed. It seems like every single player that we had on this league had Jonathan Taylor were out. So it was really interesting seeing that turn on IDP it was just hilarious. Like we saw that, I was like, oh crap. Definitely change that entire outcome. Let's again, let's put that up. So 75 to 74, all because of Travis Kelce, but all because of this man right here, Huafunga, 17.7, absolutely nuts, and just saved his night. And which is funny, all Stafford needed to do was throw like 20 yards or something, put him over the hump. But my man's kept getting sacked. And then he fumbled and he lost it. And that's what happens in our league. And then you just lost it. So it is what it is. Rome, you're moving on. And I'm sorry. It sucks. But that is fantasy football for you. Things do change. But yeah. Sean Dog, he's not here. He doesn't watch the show, even though he's been part of the show. He should be subbed, but I don't think I've ever seen him part of the chat. So Sean Dog is no longer with us, but it's all good. It is a guillotine league. Guillotine leagues do that. We'll see what happens this week. Guys, don't forget to throw in your waiver wires. And also don't forget to check waiver wires. Sometimes people drop people because they just feel different about them. So always keep that in mind. Always look at who they dropped, because maybe it's benefit you, because maybe you're hurting at that position, and maybe they're good at that position, and it'll be an upgrade for you. I don't know. But it's Tuesday. Put them in. Tank, I'm glad you're here. Again, happy birthday, brother. Tomorrow, the test run of the builder blocks, I'll open it up. Today I was just busy. Actually, I could have. I just did it. I'm not gonna lie. I just did it. We'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday. We'll do it when we're claiming everything. I'll open it up tomorrow. We can do our draft. I'm excited for that league next year. But other than that, though, 100% is familiar with IDP. Well, it looks like I had nothing but IDP people today. But yeah, tomorrow is our main show. We love Wednesdays. Myself and Mark just go ham on whatever the hell we want. We talk about whatever you guys want. We do a week 4 preview. We don't really necessarily have a schedule. We just free roam and just throw the dart from across the bar, hope it hits bullseye. And that's what we do. But also tomorrow, if you're not in the raffle, tomorrow is the giveaway. So please be there. Claim your prize. We're giving it away tomorrow. And it should be exciting. Because I think we're at 203, 203, 205. 205. Look at that. 205 subs. If you're not in it, like, subscribe the video. It's the 200 sub. It's our last previous winner. He's a Ravens player. You can see Dynasty Pylon. It has the number 1 on the back of his jersey. Tomorrow it'll be the number 2 jersey. I have a lot of Cowboys people joining in this time, and it's kind of crazy. I have a feeling it's going to be a Cowboys jersey. Don't forget to like, subscribe, enter the yes. Jersey. There should be a Y there, buddy. Should be a Y there. Jersey. I finally don't pick last. Yeah, I know, right? So yeah. The jersey belongs to me. Everyone, it's mine. You know what's great about it? It's like it's a stitched one, so you can wear it for the rest of the time being without having to update it. And then people are like, "Oh, wait, where'd you get that? Why did you say Dynasty Pylon?" I got it from these 2 dickheads on YouTube, and they just gave it out for free. You should try and enter next time, because we're doing one every 100 subs until we reach 1,000. And at that point, I think we're going to change it up. I don't know yet. I don't even know if we're going to still be in the air by then. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, there's some plans. Nerd Huddle, we're moving up. We're upgrading. Tank, I think we're gonna need a bigger staff for the plans that we got going on. But anyways, that's not here nor there. So that's anyways. Again, good luck in your waiver picks. Good luck in whatever you guys are doing. Again, check out the waivers. If anybody drops off their waivers, look at their waivers. Upgrade your team. There's still a lot of football left. I'm excited. We're about to hit week 5. This is my NISC. I love football, and I love talking about it. That's exactly how I'll say it too. 2 tickets. Hey, and then have them check us out. Yeah, that's fine. But anyways, then boys, take care of yourself, man. I'll see you tomorrow before your guys' main show. And by the way, dude, you had me moderating their show all last night. I did a really good job. And where were you? I hope you're okay. If not, it's fine. I held it down. I shared all the information that they needed from those guests. So interesting. But not bad. They were good dudes. Again, good morning, good evening, good night. Well, it's probably good night wherever the hell you're at, because it's American football. Not a lot of people will follow outside our country. But I'm excited for tomorrow. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And good luck on your claims. And peace out, guys.
Getting hyped when I aim up. Elevating that game up. Stepping up to the competition. Only first place, yeah, that's how I'm living. I'm with it till they digging up my grave. Eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up into place. I was born and when I watched me elevate.